It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. And it comes your way next.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
2nd down and 3. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Give him 16 there, and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to...
So now Shane Steichen unhappy with the last call, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Space to run inside the 20. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Giants.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He is in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
17 yards on that play. First down, Indianapolis.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. To throw, it's Richardson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Colts will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Eric Gray to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man is Robinson. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now Russ to the outside, complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
To throw again is Wilson. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, Wilson. A short one there to Bellinger. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds, a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On second down, Richardson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
On first down, Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Wilson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On first down, it's Richardson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A second down throw for Richardson. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. sending a receiver right. They go play action with Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is caught. It's Robinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But there, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open up a 6-point lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Anthony Gould now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Downs goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On play action, Richardson. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And When you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet, stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes they do, have the 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Richardson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Throwing is Richardson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Third and 6. Out of the gun. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, He had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Richardson going to get it quickly out to downs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Indianapolis.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read, the defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go. And the Colts are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Tracy. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second and 11. Looking to throw, Richardson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And they'll get this only to about the 10. Here's 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got his tight end, that's Johnson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That is caught. It's Robinson. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing again, Wilson. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Colts are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the Colts. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.